All right, so today's reading is from Psalm 36, and in here, there's kind of two parts to this. There's this first part, what a life of evil looks like. What is somebody who is rejecting God? What are some of the characteristics of that person? And then this other part is who God is, what God's love is like, and some of the benefits that those who love God get. And so I just want to go over a couple things in here. And I think they're good things for us to think about in our own lives. Are we rejecting God in any of these ways? And this first part is just the dread of God has no effect on him. Is the fact that God is all powerful, is the fact that God is holy and perfect and righteous, is that like a big deal to you, or do you just not care? He does not discover and hate his iniquity. How do you view your sin? Is it just kind of like, man, I hope I don't get caught, or I hope that I don't get in trouble with this? Do you care more about the consequences of your sin, getting in trouble, getting grounded, whatever? Or do you care that this offense, this sin is against God? Do you actually hate your sin? The evil person, somebody who is rejecting God, doesn't care about those things. It says that he has stopped acting wisely and doing good. You just don't care. So you are going to stop doing good. But then it keeps on going that it says that he makes malicious plans, and sets himself on a path that's not good and does not reject evil. So it moves from, I don't care about God, I'm not going to do things his way, and now I'm going to purposely make plans to do evil, to do what is against what God says. But then the Bible gives us this other picture of like who God is. And this is the kind of love that the evil person up here is rejecting. So this person here is rejecting all of this, saying like, nope, I don't care. I don't care, which is crazy because this is what God's word says, that your faithful love reaches to the heavens, your faithfulness to the clouds. Like the psalmist is like trying to describe how big, how vast, how like crazy big God's love is. I don't know if you've ever seen those books or like when you were little talking about like I love you this much. That's what the psalmist is trying to do, is just describing how big and how wide God's love is. Another part is how priceless his faithful love is. Just thinking about faithful love, that it doesn't stop. It doesn't, it's not dependent on you. It's consistent and it's based off of the person loving, and God is faithful. And I think another word sometimes this gets translated as steadfast, is firm. It's always there. Your people take refuge in the shadow of your wings. That's a complete opposite from this person up here who just doesn't care. Instead of rejecting God, God's people take refuge in God. They run to God. They are filled from the abundance of your house. God is satisfying. The person up here is the person who doesn't care, who's rejecting God, will not care about what God says, and it's going to come up empty. But those who come to God are filled. I think it's super important for everybody to consider, how am I like this person? And then, so just thinking about like, man, do I actually believe in God's love, this amazing love? And how can I represent that love today? How can I talk about this kind of love to people around me? How can I show faithful love, maybe when people don't deserve it, because God has shown me love? Love you guys.